Welcome to Let's Play Ace Combat 6. My name's Nye, and we are gonna get flying. Let's do choices. So we're gonna just do this on normal. I don't see any reason to do this on too hard this time around. Just gonna have some fun. It's time for some storyline. Isn't this peaceful and idyllic and nice in general?
Here we go.
Got everything?
Yeah, I'm okay.
It's a school bus. It's just such a wonderful and heartwarming scene.
Here, honey. An offering for the king.
See you later, Mom.
Such a
Listen to your teacher, okay? And, give the king my best.
such a lovely, everything.
Dance with an angel, Mom.
Yeah. Maybe we'll tango today instead of waltz.
Well, that was a non sequitur. Dance with an angel? What was that supposed to mean?
That's our way of saying goodbye.
Oh, there you go.
My husband is an Air Force pilot and refers to fighter planes as angels. When he'd go on a mission that kept him away from home, I'd tell him in frustration to go dance with his angels. Matilda grew up hearing this, and now she uses it all the time. There's a nice view of the King's Bridge from our house.
Such a lovely view.
That iron giant is the pride of Grace Maria, our capital city.
Okay, now we have the name of the place.
In the old quarter of the city beyond the bridge, you can make out an ancient castle, which is even more famous than the bridge. My daughter Matilda is going there on a field trip today.
Love these graphics. This actually looks really pretty.
In the throne room rests the Golden King. He's been smiling for a good 600 years now. The king was a gentle person who was a bit on the small side, but he crafted a giant suit of armor that convinced his enemies to surrender without a single fight.
That's amazing.
Afterwards, they found such warmth in his smile that they bowed down to him in humility.
I love these ancient legends. Don't you?
Anyway, that's how the story goes. His smiling face still touches the hearts of our people. The very face my daughter and the others got on a bus to see this morning.
That's lovely. What does that have to do with anything?
The song on the radio seems to be a perfect match for the sunny weather.
Wait, what? What is this madness?
I have no idea what's happening.
Me neither.
That awful sound and the shaking. Was that a blast of wind from an explosion? The castle disappeared behind a pillar of flame.
Mission 1, Invasion of Grace Maria, through the heart of a nation. Time for a briefing.
Attention all pilots. Our capital city, Grace Maria, is under attack by unknown aircraft. Damage from the attacks is widespread throughout the city. All planes scramble and intercept all threats immediately.
Now, for the most part, none of this information is really important to us, for this mission at least. Time limit is 30 minutes, but we're not going to be taking that long. Latitude and longitude don't really matter, just gives you kind of... It's a cool, flavorful thing. The unit information in the upper right-hand corner is kind of important. It tells us exactly how many friends and enemies there are in the sky. And on the ground, for that matter. And in the sea, so on and so forth. So as you can see, we're kind of outnumbered, except for on the ground. Ground forces were winning. In the red, you'll see the enemy numbers, 70 air units, or 94 air units, 16 ground units. And then I'm not sure what just unit is, but in the right-hand side, target will tell you exactly how many I'm supposed to kill before we finish the match. So, that's what's going on. The map gives you some idea of what we're going to be doing, what the force distribution looks like. Okay, so I'm allowed to do quite a lot of things before we start. I can change the difficulty settings. We're just going to keep it on normal. The gallery is actually pretty fun later on. You can see the variety of medals you may have gotten. New game, so we don't have any. As well as stuff like assault records. If you're able to down a particularly interesting enemy, you will actually gain information about them. But you have to actually down them first. You can also see what your squadron's battle records look like. Neat stuff. And at the end of any given mission, you can set the mission to be saved, in which case you'll be able to watch the replay. We already saw the briefing, but we can check to see our hangar and see what we have available. Right now, all we have is the F-16 Fighting Falcon. All-around fighter. I'm going to be using it probably a lot. We'll be able to buy more planes later. Okay. So now I get to decide what I want to play with. Let's see. I have options, because, yeah, this is actually supposed to be a new game. Why do I have so many options? Oh, right, I think I know what these are. Yeah, let's see, is there like a Halloween one in here? Yeah. Okay, so this is all the downloadable content. They make them available to you immediately off the bat. As such, I'm not going to be using them. Therefore, after beating the game once or twice, they unlock the plane immediately for you. And also, the specific colors that you see here has its own set of stats. If you look at the Mirage and check the stat breakdown, it actually will tell you exactly the changes it has. But the only thing I'm supposed to have at this point is the F-16, so we're going to stick with that. And the only advanced weapon I have for it is the XMA-4, the Advanced Medium-Range Air-to-Air Missiles. But I'm fine with that. Let's deploy.
Garuda team, time to take off.
Garuda team, that's me. Yes, I know the mission, thank you.
They took out King's Bridge! Who's attacking? What the hell is going on? Control, get those planes up fast! Roger that. Preparing for takeoff. I want a damage assessment now! We've taken extensive damage from those bombers, including a number of civilian casualties! What's going on with the bombers? We can't hold out much longer. What? No orders from above! Folder, taking off! Garuda 1, you are cleared for takeoff. Don't get overeager. Just do what you always do.
Have I mentioned I love these graphics?
Garuda 1 liftoff. Cerberus team runway clearance granted. Takeoff when ready. All aircraft under airborne command's jurisdiction following takeoff. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Guys, it's not a drill.
Airborne warning and control system ghost tie to all scrambling defense craft. The situation has not yet been ascertained. We must implement an emergency reformation. Follow your individual instructions. Garuda 1, you do not have a wingman. Let's see. Shamrock. Shamrock, are you alone too? Very well. As of now, you're Garuda 2. Okay.
Hey, Shamrock, what's up, man? Me and Shamrock, we're buddies.
So I'm Garuda 2. Garuda 1, I've got your back.
Glad to hear it.
No time for introductions now, though. Go ahead and I'll follow your lead. Never was good with directions anyhow.
Garuda team, you are authorized to engage any hostile aircraft above Grace Maria.
That's what I like to hear.
Roger that. May the Golden King smile upon us.
Sorry about that quick jump cut there. Had to make sure that I was flying in first person. Okay, let's go.
Houston,
I'm not gonna go.
Garuda 1 Talisman and Garuda 2 Shamrock.
We are currently in a state of emergency. Our nation is under attack by unknown forces. Do whatever you can to fend off the invasion.
Garuda 2, roger that. Garuda 1, you call the shots.
How many are there?
Not gonna do that too much, I just wanted to show that off.
The 15th Squadron. The enemy is expanding its field of attack. Stay alert.
Garuda 1, there's too many of them. Use your SP weapon.
I'm gonna try not to talk over any important developments in the game, but I will talk over the random radio chatter we're gonna get. If you're actually interested in it, you know, read the top of the screen. I'll tell you right there pretty quick. So I'm not going to go too much into the heads-up display that I have right here. I'll just point out the very important things. Lower right-hand side, you're going to see a plane down there. That is kind of my health meter. The more green it is, the better it is. As I get damaged, it's going to start filling up red, and once it gets full red, I'm dead.
We've got an ID on the invaders. We're engaged with the Estovakian military.
The Estovakians? Their economy's been in shambles for years. Looks like they're finally snapping.
The Estovakian threat level has been reduced. You should be able to
I
hold
know
out
who we're
against
fighting
them.
against.
Garuda 1, we've almost got them. Let's do this one
You're also
plane
seeing on the
at a
right-hand
time.
side my ESM level. ESM is a radar type which increases the chance that I'm going to get a hit on my next missile lock. Very important thing for me in later on missions. This mission as well. You're also going to see my gun. My standard machine gun shoots a certain amount, and I'll have a certain amount of ammo on that on certain missions. I have my normal missiles, which I have 96 loaded up right now. I also have my XMA-4, which is my special weapon.
I say we teach him a few manners before we kick him out.
And then below that, you're going to see my damage in percentage, which is kind of important sometimes. I don't know, which bridge could we possibly be talking about? Okay, so... I'm actually going for points here. I've actually killed just about everything I have to kill in the sky right now. Come on, don't stop me now. These guys are a little bit better than your normal fare of playing in the sky right now. Shamrock, why are you not attacking people?
Garuda team, watch your necks out there. Stick with close-range targets and run them down.
As I said, this is kind of for target practice. I've already taken out all of the really important guys in the mission so far. Oh, would you just go away already?
How could that have missed?
Okay. Yes, you are. So on the left-hand side, you're going to see my map. I'll be toggling through various maps throughout the game. This is my semi-close range map. This is my normal close range radar. I'll be using this a lot. Not a ton, but I use it just enough. Tell me who's exactly around me, and what the hell is that? That thing is big.
We will commence mission operations once your delivery is complete.
Uh-oh. Delivery of what?
Attention all aircraft, we are ready for Nimbus launch. Begin the countdown.
Nimbus? Okay, things with proper nouns as names are not usually a good thing for me.
Launch in 5.
What the hell is it doing?
3, 2,
What are those?
1.
Those look like missiles. It's firing missiles. That can't be good. They would have told me this was on my side. The ever-loving hell is it?
Engage the enemy at will following Nimbus impact.
You know, I don't like that. The word impact never does good things for me.
What's this? Missiles?
Number 3, your radio's down. Number 3, where are you? Some of our cruise missiles just detonated in midair. Half our planes have been wiped off the radar.
What the hell was that? Where are they coming from?
Enemy cruise missile incoming.
are no ordinary cruise missiles. Evade like hell if you want out of this alive.
Damn
Okay,
it.
so
What about our city? What about Grace Maria?
So these are the Nimbus missiles. They are a very big super weapon that's being used on everything in the sky right now, and they kind of just destroyed most of our planes. It's not a good thing. Anyways, regarding the map, right now I'm actually in the
Warning,
sort of
additional enemy planes
there
have been
they
spotted on radar. You don't want to know how many.
I'm kind of in the maximum pullout view because I was looking for these guys. Okay, so the Striggans are kind of the aces of the enemy. There are only so many that you'll find in any given mission, and you want to shoot down as many as you can because they're kind of specialty enemies. They are kind of hard to fly against.
This is Ghost Eye to all planes. Air Defense Command has ordered an evacuation.
Hi.
You've been ordered to give up Grace Maria. Break away from this airspace and head west.
Are you out of your mind? We can't comply with that order.
We are militarily at a huge disadvantage. Comply with the order and head west.
This is Avalanche. We're not going anywhere.
Listen, it's only temporary. The plan is to withdraw, meet up with all remaining forces from each area, then regroup for a counterattack. We can't afford to lose you. Follow the order.
Okay, so as I said, there's the Striggans that are up here in the air. They are the enemy aces, and it's very good to take them out because there's only so many of them, and by taking them out, you actually fill up that rogues gallery that we have. Now, it's not mission required in a lot of missions, but in some missions, it's very important to take them out. In this mission, it's not required. This is a completely optional thing that I'm doing right here,
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
and I only have so much time to do it. As you can see, I have 4 minutes. It's going to take me about 2 minutes to leave the airspace. So I have about 2 more minutes to play before I have to leave. Got one.
What's happening here? 2 of our planes have been shot down.
Where are the other ones?
Than I imagined. These fighters took me.
Okay, so eventually the Strigan leader will actually fight against us. That's not a Strigan. That was, on the other hand. I'm actually out of my specialty weapon. Darn. Now, eventually, the leader's going to get shot down. It's going to have nothing to do with me for the most part. That's why these planes are unmarked, because one will eventually just get shot down on his own accord. Okay, I'm about a minute left.
The enemy has you on radar. Score to kill.
Fantastic. Yeah, they have planes that are faster than mine, and that's actually causing some problems for me. That's one of the reasons why I'm having so much trouble shooting them down. Okay, so as I said, that had nothing to do with me. The Strigan leader gets hit no matter what. Okay, so that was Wojciech leaving just now. I've got about 12 seconds to still work in here. But I think all the Strigans that I can shoot down have left at this point. Yeah, none of these other planes around here are flying aggressively.
Airspace and head west.
Okay, I don't really have a choice in this matter because if I don't leave, if I don't leave, I actually will lose. So I do have to leave at this point. So it's the Strigans. As I said, shooting them down, you will get a kind of like a medal for it. You will also get their bio in your gallery. The Strigans tend to be hidden throughout the maps, so you do have to go kind of hunt them down. Some are storyline required. Those ones, they're easy to find. Others, they'll sort of blend in, and you'll have to seek through them, and they'll only be found under certain conditions in certain areas of the map.
stick together.
Gotta stick together. That's exactly right. I do actually appreciate the radio chatter that you hear, just because it's a very cool thing to be able to hear that, yes, there is stuff going on. You know, it's not just you in the sky or people on the ground dealing with stuff, too. It's not just your team, it's others in the sky. The game does a good job of doing that. Okay. We're almost out.
Garuda team, you've made it out of the combat zone. Head for the rendezvous point.
I promise we'll be back for you. Just a little longer. I promise.
Who's he talking to?
Ghost time.
So now we get a
We are
cool little
currently in a
replay if we
state
want to
doing
save it. We don't.
Garuda 1?
We'll just leave that replay. And now we will
Our
get
military
a
has escaped destruction because of your valiant efforts on the battlefield. But our capital, Grace Maria, has been temporarily occupied by Estavakian forces, and our central government has been usurped by them as well. The nation of Estavakia had declared war with our country as it simultaneously launched a surprise attack on Grace Maria. In response, the Republic of Emeria's Political Council unanimously adopted a resolution of open war against the Federal Republic of Estavakia. Our forces remaining on the Emerian mainland are still fighting in desperation to protect our country. Once our intelligence has been sorted and confirmed, the Republic of Emeria's armed forces must immediately regroup and counterattack against the Federal Republic of Estavakia. The beautiful country of Emeria belongs to us, and only us, the Emerian people.
Is he done? Okay. So we get this sort of recap screen right here. It's going to show us in a very cool and simplistic way exactly how the game went. And I really like that they record exactly how things were done. It'll tell us exactly what we destroyed. It'll tell us how we destroyed versus how our friends destroyed. It'll also tell us things like the damage taken, you know, if your wingman survived or not, your rank. I could have done a lot better than that, but I did okay. And of course, took out the 2 stragglers. Got some points, and I got my total credits. My total points actually equal my total credits, if I remember correctly. That's about it for me this time, guys. Next time, we will continue to save Emeria. I'll see you soon.